pumpkinsurvival.com. I'm Richard, and today we're going to be making pumpkin bark. And this isn't our own recipe. We've looked at a number of different barks on the internet. Now, we do grow our own pumpkin and have a large garden in the summer, and as you can see here, we can it up. And what we have is a Columbus pumpkin. It dates back to the days of Columbus. They're heirloom seeds. And you really don't want to use, we've tried it, but you really don't want to use your jack-o'-lantern pumpkins like you get for Halloween. They don't make good bark. Now, the Columbus pumpkins and your harder pumpkins will. And so what we're going to do today, we're going to mix this up. We're going to take a 1/4 teaspoon of allspice, ginger, nutmeg, and cinnamon. And just like you're making a pumpkin pie. And then we'll show this to you here in a minute. We're going to put this in the blender along with these spices and the maple syrup here. And you want to use 100% pure maple syrup. You don't want to use an imitation. It does make a lot of difference. And you're going to use 1/4 cup per 16 ounces of pumpkin. We base ours on 16 ounces that we do. So let us get this blended up, and we'll show you what it looks like after we run it through the blender with the spices, and then we'll start laying it out on the paper, the parchment paper here, and spreading it out to make our bark. This is what it looks like after we liquefy it in the blender. And as you can see, we've done one other can besides this one. We're going to do 2 pounds of pumpkin bark today. And just spread this in here. And I might add too that a lot of the seasoning, of course, depends on your taste. Now, we really like cinnamon, so with that 1/4 teaspoon, we do add just a little bit more cinnamon in ours. So let me get this out of the way here. And of course, where I make a good mess all the time. And what we're going to do is we're going to spread this out on our parchment paper. We want to keep it somewhere. I use this. A lot of people just use a spatula. I want to keep it at about 1/8 inch, so I just get it started spreading a little bit. Sometimes I get a little too much. It seems like it's spreading pretty good. Okay. And this is about the consistency we want it to look when it's on our paper here. A little bit thick right there and a little bit thin right there. I bet we can get it this way. There we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to set our dehydrator at 135. A lot of people, it's going to depend on your dehydrator and on the humidity and temperature you have. A lot of people say 8 to 10 hours. The last we did, of course we spread it pretty thin on that, did in 4.5 hours. So I would say anywhere, depending on your blender, maybe I'll go say 4.5 to 7 to 8 hours. So with that, let us go ahead and get our other trays done, get it in the dehydrator. And we'll get back to you when these are done and show you what the finished product looks like. And after about 2 to 3 hours, we will try to pick this up and just turn it over so the heat will go ahead and finish the other side real well. And we do want it where we can break it up into chips. We'll show you some of this after we get it done. Okay, our bark's been dehydrating for 2.5 hours now. And when it gets to that point, we peel it up and we'll just flip it over so the other side will start drying. and probably another 2.5 hours, and this one will be done. And we'll show you what these look like if we finish them out. Okay, our pumpkin bark's finished here, and this is what it looks like. It's been flipped and cooked on both sides, and we did run out of time last night, so we just let it finish up today. And let me get right back to you here, and I'll show you what it looks like, 3 pounds of it. What we'll do now is we're going to just mash it up, and mash is quite easy. And we'll get back to you after we get this finished. We've got it crushed up, and this is 3 pounds or 3 pints of pumpkin. And if you can see this, we still have enough room to get another one in. Still have enough room to get another one in here. So we could get 4 pounds of pumpkin in a pint jar. So that concludes our pumpkin bark. We're getting ready to do up some corn bark for you on another video. And I want to thank you for coming, prairiefoxsurvival.com. And look forward to seeing you the next time.